this week's Preforeclosure Daily Grind. Chris the Drummer Bowles, Bob LaChance getting back to you again with this week's tip of the week. Anyway, we got a couple things. First, I'm going to go over some announcements. Tonight is our ManageMyShortSale.com monthly Q&A and webinar. It's killer. So for all the members, make sure you guys, it starts at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Also, our ManageMyShortSale.com platform and our online management tool, totally upgraded. It is killer. It is killer. So check it out. You can take a free run if you guys are not members yet. Has a ton of perks. We're putting a heck of a lot more training into the system. We're going to get Chris the Drummer Bowles in there teaching some stuff. So anyway, those are some of the updates here. And this week we're going to go over what we call, or what is called, quiet title, and how it actually affects us in our business, and the reason why you should do a title search up front when you get a short sale deal. Chris just went through a property, and I actually had a long conversation with a veteran in loss mitigation. So I'm going to turn it over to Chris.
This is a property that we worked on. There's actually 3 liens that are there due to with the current homeowner. There are 2 mortgages and then a 3rd lien. And upon title coming up, we found that there was a lien that had been on there. It was back in 2002, mortgage lien.
And the challenge is on this one, I don't mean to interrupt you, but this was a retail short sale that we were actually processing for somebody, and the title search was done at the end of the transaction, and we found it out before closing, which puts a little hiccup in it.
Right. So now we have to kind of go back and track down, who has this loan, where it is, if there's any paperwork to verify it. But again, this is, a loan that's was taken out and recorded back in the end of 2002, so we're going over more than 7 years
So
back.
what happened was our homeowners bought the property after 2002, and the prior lien was never released.
Right,
So that's what happened here. So we're just going to go over what quiet title means and Chris's conversation, and what you guys could do if you guys come up with this scenario, or this situation, because you will.
Right, so basically, like in a situation like this, if you're lucky, okay, you may not even have to get into quiet title. You may be able to just, you may be able to track down the lien and track down whoever didn't do their job correctly and get the release without having to go through quiet title. But if you do, in a nutshell, here's how quiet title works. So right now, the first mortgage on this property that was taken out by the current homeowner, okay, is with Wells Fargo. Now, in order for this to close, obviously you got to get clear title. So all your liens have to be released. Now, so when we go about to close and obviously track down a release for this People's loan that was on there in 2002, if any of you have dealt with this kind of thing, it's not as easy as making one quick phone call and getting that piece of paper in, like, let's say, half hour. It takes a lot of digging, and in some cases, you don't find that piece of paper.
Especially since a lot of banks went under.
Right,
Okay, they actually went under.
Or their archives only maybe go back 6-7 years. That is another thing that can come up. So what quiet title essentially is, it would require, if there's no verification that can be tracked down, the first mortgage that this current homeowner has, which is with Wells Fargo is going to go to the courthouse, the local courthouse where the property is, okay, the local jurisdiction, and they're basically going to go in there and they're going to file a suit to try to, in a nutshell, have this old mortgage with People's wiped off of title, okay, to quiet any claims.
So they would put People's on notice. What they would do is put People's on notice, and they have a window. It's typically about 30 days for them to respond, to track down and do their job, so they can track down, hey, are they owed money, or where is the release? And if the release doesn't come about, boom, they're done. They're
release,
off title. They
verification, anything in writing to prove that mortgage
so
is
they
legitimate.
can't come back later on and claim that they're owed that money.
Right.
Okay.
So in the course of all of that, Wells Fargo then assumes the first position, and the judge would grant the say yes basically to their claim, wipe People's off of title, and now you don't have to worry about it anymore.
Another thing that you guys could do, which happens to us all the time, instead of even going through the first mortgage to get quiet title, what we do is we actually do a quick title search. We go down actually to where they record in your area, and you check to see who, in Connecticut, it's an attorney who actually did the closings okay? And we get their name and we call them to see exactly where the release is. That's one way you could also do it.
Yeah.
So that's just a little tip there. Chris, you got anything else? So what else? What
let's
other?
see.
All right. Aside from that, the 21-year vet, what would you
Right.
tell people what you should do when you're talking to a mitigator that's seasoned and that likes to teach, if you will?
Well, I love. First off, I love when I get in a conversation with a mitigator like this who likes to talk, and I just let him go, let him run with it. Just listen,
So ask your question, shut up, and let them talk.
Let them talk, and if they like to talk, they like to kind of teach you and relay some of their experience to you. Awesome. You can always. I mean, no matter how experienced you are, you can always. There's always more to learn, and
just need one little tidbit. It's kind of like if you go to a seminar and you take one little thing out. Guess what? That can make you a heck of a lot of money.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
cool. Well, that's quick this week. Another good one. Power content. Anyway. We have our managedbyshortsale.com call tonight. It's Wednesday. What's today's date?
That'd be Wednesday.
Wednesday night, 14th. But anyway, it's 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Go on, log on. You can get a link and be on that call. It's going to be killer. And also our managedbyshortsale.com platform, upgraded and updated, unbelievable. Whether you're an agent or an investor, this system is for you. Chris the Drummer Bowles, Bob LaChance getting back to you with this week's Preforeclosure Daily.
Somebody wake me up. Somebody wake me up, yeah. Somebody please wake me up. Whatever happened to the butterflies? Whatever happened to the summertime?